Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sam Odeyemi. Welcome to another edition of Points in the Paint brought to you by Ford Frequency Sake Podcast Network, where we talk all things NBA basketball. So we're currently right now in the middle or at the beginning of the NBA Finals between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics are up 2-0 on the Dallas Mavericks. Game 2 was last night. It was a lot closer than Game 1. But Boston was able to pull away in the second half and win the game. My thoughts on the series so far, obviously Boston is up 2-0. We all see that. Dallas is going home for 2 home games. So Dallas has got to win both of these games to tie the series back up. I think it's possible. I think it's doable. If you're looking at it from Dallas' perspective, Luka Doncic just did his thing. But the other guys have to show up. Kyrie's got to show up. He's got more of an impact, and the third guy, whether it's PJ Washington, whether it's Derrick Jones Jr., whether it's them combined, they need more from everybody. Even the center duo, Gafford and Lively, they're not getting those, oops like they did in the last series. So obviously going home will help. I do think Dallas could tie this series up, being home these next 2 games. I do have Dallas winning this series in 6 games. I did say that last week before the series started. So, yeah, there's a day off. Game 3 is not till Wednesday. So, there's an extra day of the players to get rest. I don't think it really matters at this point. But, yeah, Game 3 is this Wednesday. On Boston's side, Jaylen Brown's been aggressive. He's been doing his thing. Jason Tatum has been kind of, doing a little bit of everything. He hasn't been shooting the ball well, but he's been rebounding, getting assists, getting other guys involved, blocking shots, just have more of a well-rounded impact as opposed to Jaylen Brown. And I think it's working. Obviously, with them, it's just, they need to get a ring. That duo needs to get a ring to quiet the critics. Everybody doesn't think they can win a championship with those two as your best players, but they're 2 wins away from proving everybody wrong. So whatever you have to do to get the win, if you're, both of those guys at this point, who cares? Let everybody else talk about who's the best player on Boston, and just focus on what you can control. Again, Game 3 is Wednesday. 7:30. See what else is going on in the NBA. Dan Hurley from UConn rejected the Lakers' offer to become their next head coach. So the Lakers still don't have a head coach. I don't think that was a smart move on his part. I think it's come too much pressure to win with the Lakers now, especially in the twilight of LeBron's career. Darvin Ham, former Lakers coach, is returning to the Milwaukee Bucks as the top assistant for Doc Rivers' coaching team, coaching roster. Ham used to be an assistant under Budenholzer in Milwaukee before leaving to become a Lakers head coach. So he did win that championship with the Bucks in 2021. And besides the finals, there's not really much going on. NBA is winding down. After this is just the draft, and then whatever you can catch from summer league. That's all we have left, folks. So it's really just the dog days in the NBA. Porzingis, he came back in the series, and he's been really effective for Boston. Both the games. Game 1, he went nuts. He had like 18 points in the first half. I don't think he missed a shot, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty effective in Game 2 as well. He got a little nicked up, I think his calf or something. They're being a little cautious with him, but he's expected to play Wednesday. He did look a little squeamish, like after he hurt his calf, like on his foot, and it took a weird spell. And his foot speed, he was a liability on defense shortly afterwards, and they believe they subbed him out for the rest of the game. So he is expected to play in Game 3. But Boston, of course, be cautious with them. Yeah, folks, that's really all I have. Game 3 is Wednesday. I'll be on next week, because by next week's show, we'll at least get 4 games. Game 3 is Wednesday. Game 4 is Friday, the 14th. So if Boston sweeps them, then I'll be back on next Monday to cover it. But if it does go 5, definitely game 5 will be next Monday, the 17th. So that's cool. That's cool. See if I'm missing anything. No, I believe that's everything, folks. I'm gonna call it for tonight. I'll keep it light. And yeah, we'll be back on next Monday. We'll either be talking about Game 5, or it'll be Game 5, or it'll be Boston being the NBA champion. So again, I'm Sam Well. Feel free to tweet me at my Twitter or X handle below at Mark0220. And this is another edition of Points in the Paint, brought to you by 4 Frequency Sake Podcast Network. And again, if NBA basketball is not your thing, that's fine. Check us out. We got NASCAR, wrestling, sports betting. We have WNBA. We cover all sports. So definitely just check us out. Check us out if the NBA is not your thing. All right. Have a good night.